Morning, people of the grid. It is Tuesday, March the 21st. We got a lot of driving to do today. There's 3 meetings, but they're all over the place, so we're going to be traveling the country. It's going to be fun. Hopefully the weather's nice and warm and sunny today. Going for breakfast right now. I think I've kicked this new time zone thing because Winnipeg is 1 hour earlier. I got up at 5:30 Winnipeg time, which is 4:30 Calgary time, which means by the time I get home, I'll have no problem with the new time zone. Yeah. See you guys in a bit. So I'm doing something I normally don't do, which is put gas into a car. I only do this when I rent cars. Normally I don't have to worry about it at all. It's cold out here. I don't know if you can see that. You can see your breath. It's seriously cold. Middle of the country in Manitoba, Canada. Coldest place I've been to today. Well, everybody, it is just about 5 o'clock and I'm back in the room. Had a great day. Got a bunch of meetings done. Got a bunch of work done. And now, before we go for supper, I'm going to squeeze in a workout because we started really early this morning. I didn't have time, so I've got a bit of time right now. I'm going to go get the workout done, then I'm going to go for supper with my colleague, and then I'll be back here to relax. So I should, if all goes well, be back here before I was last night, giving me a little more time to relax. That would be awesome, because it was a long day, a lot of driving. So, yeah. Workout is done. Now I'm gonna go shower and then we're heading out for supper. So I'm glad I got it done because after supper it wouldn't have happened. And for lunch, it was amazing. We were in a small town and there was a food store and I thought there's no fast food, there's nothing really good to get that we can eat on the road. So I popped into the food store and I grabbed a bunch of bananas, a bunch of apples, and a big bag of grapes. That was my lunch. It was incredible. And I'm still feeling kind of full from it, but it was easier to do the workout on that than it would have been on a, something heavier. And now I think we're going for sushi. Well, back in my hotel room, it is 8:05 p.m. Had an amazing day, some amazing meetings, and took a trip through memory lane. Have you ever done that? Have you ever sat down and connected with somebody and just sort of gone over how did you get to where you are now? And we talked about that, how we got to where we are now and the work that we're doing now, and basically all the different types of work that we did along the way, which was really, really cool because we talked about everything from mainframes to mid-range systems to my first computer at home, the Atari 400, to how I went from the Atari 400 and programming on that, to getting into understanding how arcade machines worked and how that sucked me in even further into computers and IT and programming systems and migrating data and importing data and exporting and massaging and security and database, and just an awesome stroll down memory lane. Super important for me because a bit of that memory lane, that history, is where I met my wife, Tammy. I don't know if I've told you guys, but once upon a time, I used to work for Tammy. That's right. Technically, I guess I still do. She tells me what to do. She tells me where I need to be. She tells me what work needs to get done. She's the boss of me, pretty much, in a good way. But I used to work for her. She was running an IT department, and I was one of the hired guns, the consultant that would come in and just help tweak things and get things done. And we got to, through that work, get to know each other really, really well. And the rest, I guess, is history. But We worked on some amazing systems at the time. We solved some complex problems for big companies that that was pretty cool. So the people that I was meeting with today, we actually talked about a lot of that stuff and what it means today and how we're dealing with change today in our workplace and how we set up our leaders to be able to cope with that change. Because nowadays, I mean, we've always seen a lot of change, all of us. If you're watching this on here, you've seen a lot of change in your lifetime too. And it's really a mind-boggling amount of change. I mean, we can get our heads around it, but if you think about it, all of the things that fell into place and that happened for me to be able to record this video right now where I am, edit it, add my commentary, shoot it up to an audience. Now, I know my audience is only about 3,000 and change, but I treat you guys like you're 3 million and change, because that's where we're going to go. And that's what the potential is. I mean, the audience is everyone in the world that has a phone or a game system or a computer or a public access point with a computer. I mean, anywhere you can get this type of stuff. We've never had that 20, 30, 40 years ago where you could create something, whether it's a product or an app, and put it in front of millions and millions of people and get them to give you feedback, and commentary and interact back and forth, which we can do here. It's unprecedented. It's unbelievable. And it creates some challenges for the people that are coming into these roles nowadays, like our kids and any kids that are in school. So some pretty deep thinking that has to go into what do we need to prepare people for so that they can do the jobs not only of today, but the jobs that haven't even come out yet, that we know are coming out. And I've seen some of those jobs, and the level of expertise and knowledge that's required for them is going to be awesome. So it's change the world stuff. It's exciting. It's what I live for. It's why I give up some of my personal lifetime to be out here to do this. I miss Tammy. I miss the kids, but it's pretty cool stuff. I see a bunch of emails had come through and text. Looks like Tammy, who is also now my social coordinator, is scheduling activity for us for the weekend with our friends Clint and Patricia, and stuff that we're going to do with the kids. We've been doing a lot of running around, so this weekend is probably going to be a little bit about just not doing a whole lot. I've got a date night with Tammy on Friday because we haven't had a chance to get out in a while. And so on Friday, just a couple of days away, we're going to theater, which she loves, and I love it because she loves it. I do. I actually don't mind it. The ones that I don't like, I just have a little nap in there. It's nice and warm. It's dark. Great place for a nap. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to prep for tomorrow. I've got a couple of key meetings that I need to do a bit of pre-flight work for before we show up. So I want to be prepared. Going to catch up with Tammy and the kids. They had a pretty cool day. Oh, Samantha. Today was the day that Samantha and Tammy went to that curling thing with school. So Sammy's been curling for a few years now. She's pretty good. All the kids are good. Sammy's pretty good. So she nailed it. She was like the expert curler in the group. And they had a little competition between the teachers. And they picked one of the students. Sammy was the student who could do a slide out, it's called. So from the starting position, called the hack, you slide out with a rock and you release it. Well, they just did a slide out to see who could slide out the furthest. Sammy beat everybody. So she had a great day, and Tammy got to be a part of that day. So she was pretty happy. And so we got to celebrate Sammy's little victory there. We'll do that when I get home. That's it. That's Tuesday here in the middle of nowhere in Manitoba, Canada. It's in the middle of the prairies, Western Canada. Lots of cool things happening here. I'm going to finish tomorrow out here, and then we're back to Winnipeg tomorrow night, so that we can do some work in Winnipeg Thursday, then back home. Yeah, lots of running around. Hope you guys had a really good Tuesday. My week is going great. Stay positive. Be excellent to each other. If you haven't seen the movie Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, check it out. I don't know, it's got to be available online somewhere. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, the motto that Bill and Ted had, they're kind of, I grew up with them, so Their motto was, be excellent to each other. That's my motto. So I'm telling you guys, be excellent to each other. If you don't know the other person, be excellent to them anyway. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Have a great night. We'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Miker out.